We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now a give to Edmonds, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 8 coming up. Murray going to throw. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Murray now on first down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their career. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Murray to air it out again. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To throw, it's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Wilson of the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he completes it to Berrios. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack. Taken down at the 2. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And Carson unable to make it to the yellow line as the defense bottles him up. No gain on the play. It's 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Folk connects on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Shotgun now for Murray. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. That catch good for only a couple. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. On play action, it's Murray. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Murray. Will go out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going for it. It's Murray. That's to his running back, complete. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That was a particularly nice play, because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
He's got it. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Edmonds. And now Edmonds going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he's got his big tight end here. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Going for the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Murray now. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Murray. He'll get this to Coleman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
On second and goal, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back at their own 17. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch.
You ain't got no feet.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best play is just start from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get... And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play fake. Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now on fourth down, honors the punt team sending this one away. Now it's Lockett. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. From the shotgun, Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. Shoves him aside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. Touchdown! Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. They'll get this underneath to Edmonds. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Prater for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Forced out to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray finding some room at midfield. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down to the 27-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Seattle. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. 7 yards to pick up there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, that's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. They'll find Everett there, complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now up to 14. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Murray now on 1st down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Murray now. Able to find Isabella. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he is out of bounds here. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
He'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cards have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. A broken tackle there, but not a ton to show for it. Tackled just on the other side of midfield. From just shy of midfield, Murray escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Wilson. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Second and 10. Back to throw, Murray. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Murray. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. Gets this to Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Murray to throw. Flush to his right. And got his man complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. intercepting Murray for the third time. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Folk connects on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let some.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sidney Jones. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Wilson wants to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
2nd down and goal. Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.